Hello leaders, and welcome to another version, the video version of Run to Your Leadership Challenges. So today we're on episode number 354, and I'm going to jump right in and hit the record button here. You're watching the video version of me recording the actual podcast, so you're going to get a little bit longer edition here because I don't edit these video versions for the most part. And I will edit down the podcast version. So the podcast version is usually 4 to 5 minutes it's been lately, and the video version goes about 7 to 10 minutes. So you're going to hear about 4 seconds of silence, and then I'm going to start the recording. Here we go. Hello leaders, and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges. So this week, we've been talking all about leadership game changers, or the things that really can be good or be really bad for your team. And specifically, we're talking about what actions that you can take as a leader to ensure that your game changers help your team in a positive manner. Today, let's talk about big wins. So it's pretty obvious how a big win can be a game changer for your team, right? I mean, whenever the team has a big win, things are very good around the office or around the shop or around the plant. Leaders need to capitalize on big wins, however. You need to celebrate with your team. Now, I'm not talking about the wins like just having a good day or maybe even a good week. I'm talking about big wins, like landing a big contract or completing a big job ahead of schedule, or maybe even being named the best team in your organization or in the region or, worldwide. I'm talking about big wins. Now, it's important for leaders to reward great work and give credit where credit is due. Don't just reward the entire team because 1 or 2 people crushed it over the past month or Don't just reward the entire team because 1 or 2 people did amazing jobs and got a lot of good stuff done. Reward the people who truly deserve the credit. If you reward everyone for the work of just 1 or 2 people, you actually risk demotivating the 1 or 2 team members who really excelled. Of course, if it is truly a team effort, reward the entire team accordingly. The cool thing about a big win is everyone seems to be lifted up a bit, and you want to take advantage of that mood. You see, a big win creates momentum for the team, and leaders can ride momentum for a very long time if you lead your team correctly. Now, as I mentioned earlier, it's important not to reward the entire team for excellent work. Now, as I mentioned earlier, it's important not to reward the entire team for the excellent work of a couple team members. However, it is important to recognize the effort of everyone on the team who's doing good work, of course. Have a team celebration when you have big wins. Reward your key team players that did the actual work and recognize the good efforts of the other team members. Because ultimately a big win is a celebration because ultimately a big win is time to celebrate as a whole team. But it's only time to reward a few, possibly. Big wins are important times for a leader to be present and around your team. Share the big win with your team, among them. Celebrate with them. Share your excitement with them because that will be contagious. Hey, as always, thanks for listening. Have a great day, and until tomorrow, run to your challenges. All right, so there it is. That was a quick, down and dirty, short and sweet and to the point, but celebrating big wins is very important, and a lot of leaders just don't do this today. A lot of leaders get caught up so much in, productivity, productivity, productivity. They get caught up in expecting big wins. And when big wins happen, a lot of leaders just kind of play it off like nothing happened. Like, yeah, that was your expectation. So what? You see this a lot in sports teams where only the team that's really celebrating is the team that wins the championship. And quite frankly, a lot of teams have really good seasons, but only one can win, right? Well, you can have big wins and you can have big steps that are learning experiences and, growth experiences. Because when you set your goals in exceeding last year's goals and you exceed that by 5 or 10%, that might be a big win. So you need to celebrate that. Same thing with sporting teams. If they went from having, like say a football team went from being 2-13 or 2-14 to, 10-6. I mean, that's a great season for them. But a lot of times the fans don't see it that way because the fans want to win, right? The fans want the glory. They want the Super Bowl or the World Series or the national championship. So there can only be one ultimate championship in a sporting event. So you need to celebrate the wins. And it's the same thing with your team. Celebrate the wins along the way and reward your team properly. All right? Really reward the people that make it happen, but recognize the effort of everybody. And the people that aren't giving effort, well, you may be recognizing them in a different way, as in freeing them up to go find a job or an opportunity with some other company. But just remember, if you reward all the average performers, you're going to actually demotivate your above average performers. So just keep that in mind and celebrate your big wins. Recognize it with your team. Be present. Show them your excitement. And that's going to excite them. And you can ride that momentum for a long time. Hey, that's it for today. Have a great day. And until tomorrow, run to your challenges. We'll see you later.